Welcome to my channel. Before you do anything else, make a promise to yourself that you will watch this video until the very end, because what you are about to hear has the power to change the way you think, the way you make decisions, and the way you build your future. Imagine waking up 1 year from today with more confidence, better habits, stronger discipline, and a life that looks completely different from the one you are living now. That future is possible, but it will never happen if you continue thinking the same way you always have. The truth is that success does not belong only to the smartest, the richest, or the luckiest people. It belongs to those who learn how to control their thoughts, master their habits, and make better decisions every single day. Stay with me because every minute of this video builds toward a lesson that could completely transform your mindset forever. The first habit of successful people is thinking beyond today. Most people live only for the present. They chase comfort, avoid challenges, and look for quick rewards that make them feel happy for a short time. Successful people understand that temporary comfort often creates long-term regret. That is why they make decisions based on the future they want instead of the feelings they have at the moment. Before they make an important choice, they ask themselves one simple but powerful question. Will this decision help me become the person I want to become? This single question changes everything because it forces them to think about the long-term results of today's actions. They know that reading a few pages every day may not seem important now, but after 1 year, that habit can completely transform their knowledge. They understand that exercising every day may not change their body in a week, but after several months, it builds strength, energy, confidence, and better health. They realize that learning one new skill every day creates opportunities that many people never experience because they stop learning too soon. Successful people believe that every small action matters because small actions repeated consistently create extraordinary results. They never underestimate the power of daily habits. While others are waiting for a perfect opportunity, successful people are quietly preparing themselves for it. They improve their knowledge, develop their skills, strengthen their character, and build discipline long before success becomes visible. This is why they often appear lucky to other people. What others call luck is usually years of preparation that nobody noticed. Another important reason successful people think long-term is because they understand that every decision has consequences. Eating unhealthy food every day may seem harmless today, but after many years, it can damage your health. Wasting time every evening may not seem serious, but after several years, it can steal countless opportunities. In the same way, reading, learning, saving money, practicing useful skills, and building positive habits may seem small today, but those actions become life-changing over time. Successful people understand that today's discipline becomes tomorrow's freedom. They are willing to sacrifice temporary pleasure because they know lasting success requires patience. Many people become discouraged when they do not see immediate progress. They expect quick results and lose motivation when success does not arrive instantly. Successful people never allow slow progress to stop them. They understand that real growth often happens quietly. Just as a tree grows beneath the ground before anyone sees it, success develops through daily effort before it becomes visible to the world. They trust the process because they know that consistency always defeats talent when talent refuses to stay disciplined. Every challenge they face becomes another opportunity to improve. Every mistake teaches them something valuable. Every difficult day strengthens their determination. Instead of asking how quickly they can succeed, they ask how consistently they can improve. That mindset allows them to keep moving forward while others become frustrated and quit. Successful people also understand that the future is created one decision at a time. Every book they read, every positive habit they build, every lesson they learn, every challenge they overcome, and every wise choice they make becomes another investment in the life they want to create. They do not chase perfection because they know perfection does not exist. Instead, they focus on becoming just a little better every single day. Those small improvements grow into remarkable achievements over time. Remember this lesson because it is the foundation of every successful life. Your future is not decided by luck, talent, or circumstances alone. Your future is shaped by the thoughts you choose, the habits you build, and the decisions you make every single day. The second habit of successful people is that they focus on solutions instead of problems. Every person faces challenges in life. No one is completely free from failure, disappointment, setbacks, or unexpected difficulties. The difference is not the number of problems people experience. The real difference is the way they respond when those problems appear. Most people spend their time complaining. They blame their circumstances, criticize other people, and convince themselves that success is impossible because life is unfair. The more they focus on their problems, the larger those problems become in their minds. Their confidence begins to disappear, their motivation becomes weaker, and eventually they stop trying. Successful people choose a completely different mindset. They understand that every challenge is temporary and that every problem has a solution if they remain patient and continue searching. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" they ask, "What can I learn from this experience?" Instead of saying, "This is impossible," they ask, "What is the next step I should take?" These simple questions immediately shift their attention away from fear and toward action. Successful people know that action always creates more opportunities than worry ever will. They understand that complaining changes nothing, but taking one positive step can begin changing everything. Every obstacle teaches a lesson. Every mistake reveals an opportunity to improve. Every setback develops strength that cannot be learned during easy times. They never allow temporary difficulties to become permanent excuses. They understand that failure is often preparing them for something greater. Many successful businesses were created after previous businesses failed. Many successful careers began after painful rejection. Many inspiring success stories started during life's most difficult moments. Successful people believe that challenges are not punishments. They are opportunities to grow stronger, wiser, and more prepared for future success. Another important habit they develop is controlling what they can control. They understand that there are many things beyond their influence, including other people's opinions, unexpected situations, and mistakes from the past. Worrying about these things only steals valuable time and energy. Instead, they focus on their attitude, effort, discipline, preparation, and decisions, because those are the things they can improve every single day. This mindset gives them confidence because they know that although they cannot control every event, they can always control how they respond. They also understand the importance of staying calm during difficult situations. While many people panic when problems appear, successful people pause, think clearly, gather information, and make thoughtful decisions instead of emotional ones. They know that emotional reactions often create bigger problems, while calm thinking leads to better solutions. This habit allows them to make wise decisions even when life becomes challenging. Successful people also surround themselves with positive influences because they know that the people around them shape their thinking. They spend time with individuals who encourage growth, inspire action, and challenge them to become better. They avoid environments filled with constant negativity because they understand that negative thinking spreads quickly and destroys confidence. Positive people remind them that every obstacle can be overcome with patience, determination, and consistent effort. Another powerful habit is taking small actions instead of waiting for perfect answers. Many people delay progress because they believe they need the perfect plan before they begin. Successful people know that progress comes from action, not endless planning. They solve problems one step at a time, understanding that each small victory builds momentum for the next. Even if the first solution is not perfect, they learn from it, improve it, and continue moving forward. They refuse to let fear of making mistakes stop them from taking action. Every solution they discover increases their experience and strengthens their confidence. Every challenge they overcome prepares them for greater responsibilities and bigger opportunities. They understand that life will always present new problems, but it will also provide new opportunities for those willing to search for them. Instead of seeing obstacles as reasons to quit, they see them as opportunities to prove their determination. This mindset allows them to remain hopeful even during difficult seasons because they know that every challenge eventually passes. In the end, successful people become successful not because life is easier for them, but because they train their minds to search for solutions while others remain focused on problems. That single habit changes the direction of their lives and allows them to keep moving forward, while others choose to stand still. The third habit of successful people is taking complete responsibility for their lives. This habit separates people who continue growing from those who remain stuck in the same place for years. Many people spend their lives blaming circumstances, bad luck, their past, other people, or the opportunities they never received. They believe success belongs only to those who were born into better situations. Successful people refuse to think this way. They understand that while they cannot control everything that happens in life, they can always control the choices they make from this moment forward. Instead of asking, "Why is my life like this?" they ask, "What can I do today to improve my future?" That single question changes their entire perspective because it shifts their attention from excuses to action. Successful people know that responsibility is not a burden, it is a source of power. The moment they accept responsibility for their actions, habits, and decisions, they also gain the ability to change their lives. They stop waiting for someone else to rescue them or create opportunities for them. Instead, they become the creators of their own opportunities. Every day, they ask themselves what they can learn, what they can improve, and what action they should take next. This daily habit keeps them moving forward even when progress seems slow. Another important quality of successful people is that they understand the value of self-discipline. Motivation is powerful, but it does not last forever. Some days they feel excited, while other days they feel tired, discouraged, or uncertain. Instead of depending on motivation, they depend on discipline. They create routines that keep them working toward their goals, whether they feel inspired or not. They wake up with purpose, manage their time wisely, complete important tasks before unnecessary distractions, and remain committed to their long-term vision. They understand that discipline creates consistency, and consistency creates results. Every small habit they practice becomes another brick in the foundation of their future success. Successful people also understand that mistakes are part of learning. They never allow failure to damage their confidence because they know every mistake teaches something valuable. When they make an error, they do not hide from it or blame someone else. They honestly evaluate what happened, identify the lesson, and make improvements before trying again. This ability to learn quickly allows them to grow faster than people who spend their time making excuses. They believe that every failure contains information that can lead to future success if they are willing to learn from it. Another powerful habit is protecting their thoughts from negativity. They know that the quality of their thinking affects the quality of their decisions. That is why they avoid constant complaining, negative conversations, and environments that drain their energy. Instead, they fill their minds with positive books, inspiring ideas, educational content, and conversations that encourage growth. They understand that what they repeatedly think eventually becomes what they believe, and what they believe influences every action they take. Successful people also value continuous improvement more than instant perfection. They know that trying to become perfect often creates fear and procrastination. Instead of waiting until everything is perfect, they focus on becoming just 1% better every single day. They celebrate progress because they understand that small improvements repeated consistently create remarkable achievements over time. They never compare their beginning with someone else's success. They compare today's version of themselves with yesterday's and continue improving one step at a time. Another important lesson they follow is choosing the right people to learn from. They surround themselves with individuals who challenge them to think bigger, work harder, and dream beyond their current circumstances. Positive influences strengthen their mindset and remind them that success is possible for anyone willing to stay committed. Every conversation becomes an opportunity to learn something new. Every experience becomes another lesson that prepares them for greater responsibilities. They understand that personal growth never ends because there is always another skill to develop, another habit to improve, and another challenge to overcome. Most importantly, successful people never give their future to chance. They understand that every decision they make today shapes the opportunities they will have tomorrow. By accepting responsibility, practicing discipline, learning from mistakes, protecting their mindset, and improving every day, they gradually build a life that reflects their highest potential. They know that success is not created overnight. It is created by ordinary people making extraordinary decisions consistently, and that is why they continue moving forward while others remain trapped by excuses and fear. The fourth and final habit of successful people is that they never stop learning and they never allow failure to define their future. They understand that success is not a destination where growth comes to an end. It is a lifelong journey of learning, improving, adapting, and becoming a better version of themselves every single day. Many people believe education ends when they leave school or complete their degree, but successful people know that real learning never stops. They understand that every book they read, every conversation they have, every mistake they make, every challenge they overcome, and every experience they gain teaches them something valuable. They remain curious because they know that knowledge is one of the greatest investments anyone can make. Money can disappear, jobs can change, and opportunities may come and go, but the knowledge and skills you develop remain with you forever. That is why successful people dedicate time every day to learning something new. They read books that expand their thinking, listen to educational podcasts, watch inspiring videos, and study people who have already achieved the success they admire. They understand that small lessons learned consistently become powerful advantages over time. Another important habit is the way they view failure. Most people fear failure because they believe it is proof that they are not capable of succeeding. Successful people think differently. They know that failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is one of the greatest teachers on the path to success. Every mistake provides feedback. Every setback reveals an area that can be improved. Instead of asking, "Why did I fail?" they ask, "What can I learn from this experience?" This simple question transforms disappointment into wisdom. They understand that nearly every successful entrepreneur, inventor, athlete, artist, and leader has faced rejection, criticism, disappointment, and failure before achieving greatness. The difference is that they refused to quit. They learned from every experience, improved their skills, adjusted their plans, and continued moving forward with greater confidence. Successful people also understand that fear is a natural part of growth. They do not wait until fear disappears before taking action. They know courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is choosing to move forward despite fear. Every challenge they accept makes them stronger. Every difficult decision builds confidence. Every obstacle they overcome prepares them for greater opportunities in the future. Instead of allowing fear to control their lives, they use it as a sign that they are growing beyond their comfort zone. Another powerful habit is valuing time more than temporary pleasure. Successful people understand that time is the only resource that can never be replaced. Money lost today can be earned again, but time wasted is gone forever. Because of this, they become intentional with the way they spend each day. They focus on meaningful work, healthy habits, strong relationships, personal growth, and activities that move them closer to their goals. They avoid unnecessary distractions that consume hours without adding value to their lives. They also choose their environment carefully because they know that the people around them influence their thinking, habits, and attitude. They spend time with people who inspire growth, encourage learning, and challenge them to become better. Positive relationships help them stay motivated during difficult seasons and remind them that success is possible through consistency and determination. Most importantly, successful people never stop believing in their ability to improve. They understand that talent may provide a starting point, but dedication, discipline, and continuous learning determine how far they will go. They never compare themselves with someone else's journey because they know every person has a different path. Instead, they compare themselves with the person they were yesterday and focus on becoming slightly better every single day. Those small improvements eventually create extraordinary results. Remember the 4 powerful habits you have learned in this video. Think long-term instead of chasing temporary comfort. Focus on solutions instead of problems. Take complete responsibility for your life instead of making excuses. Never stop learning and treat every failure as a valuable lesson instead of an ending. If you apply these habits consistently, your mindset will become stronger, your decisions will become wiser, and your future will become brighter than you ever imagined. Thank you for watching. If this video inspired you, don't keep these lessons to yourself. Share them with someone who needs encouragement today. Subscribe to the channel for more powerful motivational content. And remember that your greatest success begins the moment you decide to improve yourself one thought, one habit, and one action at a time. Your future is waiting, and the best time to begin creating it is right now.